First day of the training camp today, heading down to the cross-country trail for our club handicap race, where the least fast runner starts first and everyone basically chases them to the line. So in theory, everyone should come over the line around the same time if you're all run your 5k PB pace. Be an interesting one. The sun's out, bit of a breeze though, it's not too bad, but it should be nice enough. The first run, day one as it were for us, was the Tuesday, the club handicap race we've just seen, won by Brendy O'Connell. Well done, Brendy. A great format, the handicap race. Everyone had their best 5k time and everyone started obviously with that sort of time handicap, letting the least fast runners go first. Later on Tuesday, played some paddle tennis. First time I've tried this new, currently a very trendy game. A lot of people taking this up. A little bit like tennis, only a smaller court, and it's a bit like squash. I didn't really get all the rules, but played that for about 45 minutes and woke up on Wednesday then with pretty tight hips, it must be said, glutes. Not used to all that twisting and turning and sprinting about. Good fun all the same. Day two of the camp, had an hour of yoga put on by the instructor at the hotel here. Brilliant hotel, by the way. Highly recommend it for anyone looking for a more active holiday. First walk of the day, 2.5 miles along the cliff tops, and then came back, and then 8 mile walk out and back to and from Villamoura here. Initially along the cliff tops, back down onto the beach, along the beach at the Villamoura Marina. We met another crowd of the guys from here, and then walked back again. Just getting dark, and then went out for another wee run just around here, around the cross-country course. Up this morning then, Thursday morning, did a warm-up around this track again, and then for some 200 metre hills, 8 by 200 metre hill efforts, which is a fantastic session. Really gets the legs going. Good group of us doing that. 200 metres effort uphill, round the corner, and then jog recovery. No break. Everyone got a good session out of that, and then another lap down here just to finish things off, just to cool the legs down again. And I think the rest of the day, sit by the pool, dip the legs in again. Yeah, feeling really good, really nice change of pace. Been out here, change of temperature, getting away from the cold, windy, wet Northern Ireland weather. First time for the club doing this, first time for me doing this type of warm weather training camp. If you've done it before, let me know in the comments where you've been doing warm weather training, bits like that, because for me this is new and it's fantastic. It's quite an informal one as well. There are the sessions on, but because we've obviously a couple of groups, a couple of different ability levels within the club, there are people doing track sessions at the track, at the hotel, which is fantastic to have that. There's an outdoor gym section just here as well, which a few people have been using. Obviously the paddle courts, tennis courts, swimming pool, yoga area. I think there's a sauna and steam room in this hotel as well. But yeah, back to the pool now. And despite very much still being a Scrabble Strider, George is an honorary member of the club for the week. Unfortunately, on the Friday, I missed out on the pre-arranged boat trip around the Algarve coast and the training sessions later on that day, due to being struck down on Thursday night by a nasty bout of either food poisoning or perhaps a stomach bug. Either way, it wasn't at all pleasant, and sadly spent the entirety of Friday in the hotel room, well, between the hotel room and the bathroom technically, without getting too graphic, but well enough by the Saturday to get down and watch some of this, the final track session. And it's been so handy having this track literally just outside the hotel room. And for the final time in the trip, a series of track sessions before the majority of the club went home after a hugely successful week at the inaugural warm weather training camp here in the AP Victoria Hotel. A super week with a super group of people. Of course, we moved on elsewhere in the Algarve prior to heading to Berlin for the half marathon, and check that video out here if you haven't already for a dramatic finish. And I got back to easy running then on the Sunday. Not part of the training camp technically, but I'll count it as catching up on what I missed. Already looking forward to next year's version of the training camp, wherever it ends up being. I'll maybe just be a bit more careful around what I eat this time. But thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next video.